Hi class, this is a quick and easy tutorial on how to use the blend tool in Illustrator to get the transitions for this assignment. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is I always show my rulers right here. Yours will say show rulers, and that's so I can pull down guides, and as you can see I pulled down a guide here so I can align the bottom of these objects. Okay, so I set up an 8.5 by 11 page horizontally, and now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this polygon shape. So I'm just going to take the tool here, the rectangle tool, and as you can see all the other shape tools are underneath, and I'm going to select the polygon, and I'm going to hold down the shift key while I'm drawing it, which will keep it parallel to the page and to the guide. So I'm going to just draw that. I have a fill of none and a stroke of black. Next I'm going to draw the star, and the star is underneath the same tool. It's right here, the star tool. I'm just going to click once on here, and I'm going to make sure that I have 6 points on my star, as this one does, and I'm going to click OK. Now this star, when you look at it, it does not look like this star. So what we need to do is we need to rotate this slightly. So all you have to do is with your black arrow, click on it, and when you hover over it, you're going to see these little arrows that are going to show that you can rotate it. And what you're going to do is rotate it. I'm rotating it so that it looks like the figure above, so that instead of having a point at the top, I have a V shown just like the example. And I'm going to line that on the bottom. And so now I have these two figures. So next I'm going to take my direct selection tool, and I'm going to click on a point, and you can see these points are open, and when I click on this is a selected point, and I'm going to click on another point, which is going to be right here. Then I'm going to go to this blend tool, and I'm going to double click on the blend tool. I'm going to make sure it says steps, not smooth color, but steps, and 4 is the appropriate amount. So I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to still selected this blend tool. I'm going to click on this first point, and then I'm going to double click on the second point. And as you can see, that created a blend that looks very much like the figure above. Now I can select the whole thing and make a fill of black. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting about this blend tool is you can get all kinds of different transitions depending on which point you select to begin and end the transition. So I'm going to show you an example of another way to take a look at this. So this time I have the same two figures drawn, and this time I'm going to choose different points for the transitions. So we selected this point and this point in the last one with our direct selection arrow. Now I'm going to select something different. I'm going to select, say, this point, and holding down the shift key I'm going to select this point over here. Then I'm going to go to my blend tool. I'm going to click on the first point, and then I'm going to double click on the second. And as you can see, that gives us quite a bit a different transition because of where we started and ended the points in which to blend. Once you're done with your blend, you want to select the whole object, and you'll see that once you make a blend, it does group the object. And I'm just going to go here to my fill color, and I'm going to choose black. And then I'm going to go back to my rectangle tool and make sure I have a fill of none and place a rectangle around my blend. And then, of course, I'm going to save it as web and devices like we have for all of our other things, and post it to your assignment. So play around with it. You're going to have different, maybe starting and ending shapes. I will recommend that you please use fairly simple shapes. That way you can really see how this tool works. Okay, so good luck. This is a very technical exercise, but if you keep it simple, it's pretty easy.